Okay, so magic. Wait, how can that work? There must be like a whole word search on these because magic didn't pull this one up, but magical did. Very bizarre.
Mother wanted me to grow my hair long, but I kept cutting it myself. I wanted to look like my reflection. She always had short hair when she was little. Mother would hide the scissors, but I would find a way. Cut it with a bread knife, something like that. My reflection would always leave her house and go on adventures, but I never could. Mother taught me at home, and I had books and TV. TV was magical, but it was only on when it wanted to be, so I spent a lot of time reading books.
Yeah, see. I just. What the hell, man?
Childhood sweethearts. Something like that. Are you married, detective?
Why are you asking them out on a date? I'm confused there.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. You could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
It's very true. I actually have the same problem myself. I am very low confrontation. I do not like confrontation at all. So it causes some issues. You know, that's just how it is.
I got pregnant. Both our parents had a big powwow. We weren't even in the room. And they decided we should get married.
Amazing. That's a good way to get a marriage started. I love that whole. Love is sarcastic. I love quote sarcastically forced marriage amongst teenagers because of pregnancy. I don't think it's a really much of a thing as much as it used to be, but yeah, it was just a horrible practice. Anyway,
Simon was very moral about that sort of thing. He wouldn't just walk out there and sleep with anyone. He wasn't that kind of guy. He took his marriage very seriously.
yeah, but I guess the woman that looks a lot like his wife was close enough.
After the kiss, the next time, he took me back to the house, to our parents' house, to their house. So, it was definitely him. I sometimes think he wanted to get caught to prove to himself that we were different people. He told me about his marriage, told me how his wife was completely different to me. I almost burst out laughing.
See, so Simon was trying to get to this. Poor Simon wasn't stuck in the same dilemma I am of whether they're actually the same person or not, or whether she's just mentally ill. However, that her saying that her wanting to laugh at him for saying they were completely different. I wonder if that was her admitting that they were the same person, just different personalities, or I don't know. We're almost completely all the way through all of the videos thus far. I see. We're getting there. We're getting there, everyone. But I am still not 100% on what exactly is going on. It may potentially be the separation between my initial playing of the game and this segment here. However, I have been going over the videos as I've been uploading them, so I've kind of refreshed myself on most of the stuff that's happened, at the very least. So I don't know. I think the game is just being intentionally confusing, actually.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, Maybe I could have done something. I didn't.
Well, they probably should have went to the doctor, but maybe their sick illness crept up on them too quickly, and they were already too badly off by the time they realized. I don't know. Perhaps. The next one's Princess, which I'm fairly certain I've searched for. Yeah. I never searched for pub. Yeah, I think maybe I searched for like bar or something.
Not drugs. I mean, he drinks, but never very much. He goes to the pub and has one or two. Sometimes we go together. He drinks wine with food, but no, he doesn't have any kind of drinking problem.
Of course not, because Simon's a stand-up guy.
God, I don't know. Could be anyone. Maybe someone followed him back from the pub. But why would he let them in? Doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't. The thing doesn't make sense because you're kind of grasping at straws for trying to get the police to believe any other possible thing that could have happened besides, what they are immediately going to think happened, which is you are a horrible person.
Yes. The first time we saw each other, it was strange. We both realised at the same moment, I think. We must have seen each other before, but there was this instant when we first realised it wasn't a reflection. The reflection was staring back. I think I was 5. It was my birthday. My reflection was wearing a party hat and waving. I knew what party hats were from books. And it suddenly occurred to me, today must be my birthday. I waved back and we just spent ages waving at each other and copying each other's movements.
See, that's the thing. It's like they mentioned that they looked at each other from across the street constantly. However, apparently nobody else ever noticed the two of them. So that's what kind of makes me believe that they weren't actually two different people.
Okay, I'll try my best to remember.
However, I wonder the whole life that she had before she went to live in the attic. I wonder if that was like just a delusion that she came up with in her head to. Yeah. Since we're on the home stretch here and we're coming towards the end, and I have some time while I'm typing in things that I'm pretty sure I've all looked for already. I would like to kind of hear your guys' theories, because you've seen as much of the game as I have. Kind of, what do you guys think's going on? I'll probably talk about it in the follow-up video to this, where I do my finale video to do the review. But yeah. Anyway, go ahead and say what you think.
When she went home, Simon had a birthday tea waiting. Afterwards, she told Simon about me, told him I was pregnant. She wanted me to move in with them, this sister he didn't know she had. She knew that instant. The look on his face.
Okay, so yeah, he must have been operating the whole time under the idea that Eve and Hannah were both the same person, and maybe he just thought Eve was like a role-playing thing she was doing. I don't know, that's very bizarre.
She sent him out the house, kicked him out, called me up, crying, and I went round. I guess I had a feeling I could hear something was wrong in her voice, but I wasn't sure what it was. She called me sister on the phone. She never calls me that.
Yeah, so at that point, was she just... I wonder if she was just saying that for his benefit, or...
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
See, there's a lot of these little details that they're saying that I think is just a method to kind of start giving you an indication that something's wrong here, because they get the details incorrect between the 2 of them.
Okay. Sounds weird. I'm not great at making up stories.
Okay, so it seems the little storyboards that they were giving her to tell them like what she thinks the story was, it seems like it is supposed to be her kind of looking at a picture and telling them what's happening there, and it's not just fairy tales that
Yes.
pre-exist.
Like a story. A beginning, a middle, and an end.
Okay, sure. Whoops. Don't remember ever have searching for Strong, but apparently I had, or something like it.
This is the 3rd day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. They say you've been asking a lot of questions. About me. Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Don't seem quite that hostile, because it makes you more of a suspect. Just saying. Just letting you guys know that. Okay, yeah, most of these I know I've looked for. I'm getting a little bit worried now that we're coming towards the end here, because of how much is left and how much I have left to look for. I'm wondering if my typing the descriptions for the videos is clogging up some of these phrases.
Could I have a cup of tea?
Glorious.
A cup of tea would be good, thanks. Just 1 sugar.
How many times did she ask for that tea in this clip? It's
Maybe a fresh cup of tea?
she really likes her tea. Holy shit. All that tea. So much tea.
On his throat. How?
They must have been talking to her about finding the piece of mirror in his throat that she killed him with. Of course, we know that now, but at the moment, they weren't sure about that.
I remember the ticket, of course. I paid it without telling Simon. Didn't want to get told off. And they put points on the license.
See, but he would have found out. They usually mail to your address that kind of
Must be
information.
desperate police if you're getting hung up over 6-month-old speeding tickets.
I don't know. I think at first I thought the police were being kind of stupid and moronic about everything, but I think maybe they knew a little bit more about what was going on than they let on.
Twins? Really? Are you really asking me that question?
Yeah, see, even at this point, well, I guess it was like way late into the investigation, but towards the end of the investigation, I think they figured out that there was 2 of them.
Are you out of your mind? Twins?
Yeah, they had definitely figured out at that point that there was 2 of them. They must have picked up on them behaving slightly differently or screwing up details that they knew the day before. But I wonder what they saw to make them jump to twins, though. This is no good, guys. This is no good.
No. Simon wasn't seeing another woman.
Of course he wasn't. We have an issue here. I seem to be still missing a bit here. And I'm afraid that my typing in things here screwed it up. So I'm gonna do my diligence here. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm doing this. I'm gonna go through and remove all of these. I'm not gonna show you guys all of it, but I'm gonna go through and remove all of these and search for every word again. Maybe this time I'll find more clips. Aha! We found one. Also, something I didn't notice before, but I've noticed when I was going back through the old clips again. Some days she really is really insistent on drinking tea, and some days she's really insistent on drinking coffee. The coffee days seem to be Eve days, and the tea days seem to be Hannah days.
Coffee, I guess. Milk and sugar.
See, so today she's asking about coffee, so this brings it up to kind of make me believe that it's an Eve day. Ahaha, here we are.
I wasn't in the house.
Oh, good. Good thing I found that clip. Aha, we found some more. Okay, so what's happened is I made the horrible, stupid mistake of initially just going with the first search result for a Her Story walkthrough, and sadly to say, the first result is a stupid walkthrough from IGN. And I think the motto that we should all keep in mind whenever we're thinking about IGN is you can't spell ignorant without IGN. Their walkthrough was complete shit. Didn't show half of the search terms that you need to find all of the stuff. And I found on where I should have been looking to begin with, GameFAQs, a wonderful GameFAQ that shows every single possible word that you could maybe even possibly want to search for. It also shows a transcript of every single clip in order, and it has a plot analysis, all kinds of crap on it. I'm going to link it in this video so everyone can see it, and everyone can go and kind of read it themselves. I encourage you to read it to kind of get an idea of what somebody who really invested a lot of time into putting the plot together thinks about it. And I'm going to do the same. So.
Must think it's very cool that their dad is a police detective.
Of course they do. I think a lot of kids think that until they get old enough to realize that a guy being a detective means that he could potentially die any given day in the line of work, and that's no fun. Another one for kids, oddly enough.
Well, there you go. How many kids?
She doesn't act like she's really interested. She kind of acts like, oh, whatever, screw it. I guess I'll ask him about his kids. Hannah, oddly enough, does not strike me as a kid person, actually. Hannah seems quite anti-kid, actually. Which is kind of sad for her, I guess. I wonder if she... I kind of wonder if she had a legitimate miscarriage when she actually got pregnant, or if she did something about that. Sugar, of course. Her drinking tea. Didn't she say over and over again, like, oh, I'm sweet enough, I don't need that much sugar, or
Just
something
the one
like
sugar.
that.
Thanks. Is that kind of recording?
Of course it's recording. What the hell do you think it's there for? That's a dumb question. And did she really, like, transfer the sugar cube from one teeth to the next? That's very... It's very bizarre. What did you... Yeah, I'm pretty sure I searched for watch, but anyway. Moving onward. Ah, keys.
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
Okay, so she did say it was unlocked. She wasn't saying that it was locked when she came in. I must have misread or misjudged what she meant when she was talking about it. Oh, apparently money is a big thing that I did not search for previously.
Sure, I think. I do all the bills and paperwork and handle all the money stuff, so it should be easy for me to find. Do you want them dropped off to you?
I also took out several $100,000 life insurance policies on assignment. I hope that's not suspicious looking. That's something no normal person does, right?
If you put me on You've Been Framed, I want the money.
Is that an actual show? You've Been Framed? Okay, that was the only clip where it's mentioned, so... Oh, is that an actual thing? I don't know. I'm not for sure. Huh. I probably should have searched her camera before now, since she mentioned it once or twice.
Is that camera recording?
Always asking if the camera's recording. Yes, it is recording. As a matter of fact, why would it not be? That's, as I said before, it's purpose. That's the purpose of it, right? Oh, apparently Hannah knows her rights.
Hurt someone? Yes. But everyone thinks that from time to time, right? You just want to lash out.
Perhaps that might be a normal human thing, but you probably wouldn't want to tell that to the cops when you're currently being questioned for violently assaulting someone. You might not want to just bring it up. Oh, ring. Where was there reference to a ring before? I can't recall.
No. No, he wasn't wearing his wedding ring.
Oh, of course. Wedding ring. I wonder if her saying no, he wasn't wearing this wedding ring. I wonder if that was when he came and talked to her at the bar. Like, did he show up at the bar without a wedding ring on? Because that would be bad, wouldn't it? That kind of would give the indication that he was there. He was purposely there to pick up somebody. Oh, apparently 9 is a thing that finds something.
I didn't. I slept in the car. I left about 9 that night. I wasn't there.
Of course you weren't. And oh, look at that! Only had to cut away. 10 also finds something.
Good. Happy. I mean, ups and downs like any couple, I guess, but we've been married for over 10 years.
I'm pretty sure she said that before, so... See, I didn't quite keep track of the words like I thought I should have, everyone. I kind of fell flat on that a little bit. I apologize profusely, however. Fortunately, there are people who, on the wonderful, wonderful internet, who felt it necessary and to document everything about this game, and I appreciate that greatly. Clean? How did that find something?
Then she told me she wanted to help more. She said I should move in with her. She would come clean with Simon about me. I was family. I couldn't have a baby in a bedsit. I told her I didn't want to tell Simon. Told her to wait for the time being.
Aha, but of course there was the more likely reason for her wanting to wait was because, well, her and Simon were having that wonderful affair of theirs. That was very special.
Yes, this is it. He made it himself. It was a special one-off. He made it. He decorated it. That's his thing. Where did you find it?
Ah, but as we have since found out, young woman, it was not... What, did I spell that wrong? Anyway, as we found out that it was not quite as unique as we thought, because he made one for Eve as well. Which probably was a bad idea, considering him giving that to his wife was kind of a big deal. I know I searched for you important already, sorry. Ah, of course. How could I not have searched for guilty before, honestly?
Yes. I thought about telling Hannah. I felt guilty after the kiss. But then it began to feel like this was the way it should be. Sharing, like we had before. He never mentioned her to me. There was the Simon with me, and the Simon with her. It was almost like it was a different Simon. But
huh, wait a minute. So, wait a minute. She told that story before earlier where it was like, oh, the woman's sad because she thinks her husband's cheating on her with another woman, but it's okay because it wasn't really her husband, it was his brother. So, could it have been possibly that Simon had the same thing going on that she did? Like, what would the odds of that be? That they met each other and both had that going on and kept the secret from each other the whole time? That's very... Huh. And I searched for cheat, but I didn't search for cheated. How stupid.
no, I have never been unfaithful. I've never cheated on Simon.
I guess that's true.
Have I ever cheated on Simon? You asked that question yesterday.
Was that day? Yeah, that was that day. So, yeah, this is where I think they've kind of figured out these are the same person. And they're trying to catch him in some kind of lie. At that point. Weird. So, apparently, some of these searches require you to put the quotes around the word. How utterly bizarre.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
It's too bad we can't hear what the questions are to these yeses that are.
Yes.
Amazing, thank you. And I imagine this is going to be her saying no a bunch of times.
No.
Brilliant, thank you.
No. No.
Losing
No.
patience with the questions. Yep, losing patience with the questions slowly but surely. Fair enough. I actually was kind of afraid that we were going to not get all the clips because we were pretty far away, but I was running low on things. However, these are...
Sorry. Yeah, I get it. Yes.
Yes. Oh, well, Leo. Search for that. That'll do it. Oh, this is where she poured the... Was it tea on herself?
No, I'm okay. Fuck.
Lots of cursing here, people.
Are you arresting me? No. Fuck off. Open this door.
Yeah, they don't tell you about that. They lock you in the room when they talk to you. They don't like to mention that. It makes you feel a little bit worried. Was that it? I'm still missing stuff. Son of a bitch. Oh my god. I can't do it. Why can't I do it? Huh. I could have sworn I've searched for suicide before.
Suicide? No. I mean, he would never do anything like that. He is not the kind of person to do anything like that. I mean, to hurt himself? No.
Yeah, so just so you guys know, what I'm having to do is I'm actually having to go to here and check where the video is in this list, because this guy who made this game fact was very kind enough to say where in the grid the video shows up at. So kudos for figuring that crap out. Oh my god.
I'm not sure what Strange would be, but he hasn't been acting odd. He's been busy at work, but nothing too stressful.
Indeed. Okay, so see, so this one, that was 119, so this one would be 217. So once I scroll down here and get to his section, also the game fact has spoilers on it in case you're like trying to just look for stuff but you don't want things to be spoiled necessarily. It's like, okay, no, wait, this can't be right. Is it? No. I think I miscounted everyone. I sure did. It was 16, everyone. 16 over, not 17. I'm being dumb.
What about us?
Yeah, what about it? What about it? So 3-5. What will this one be? Phoned. Phoned, you say? Past tense phoned. See, that's a word we don't really... Well, is that a common thing in America? I usually say called myself. I don't think I've ever said I phoned someone, but...
I mean, I don't know. Something must have happened to him on his way home. He could be hurt. I mean, why hasn't he phoned? I don't know.
Yeah, see how phoned is... I can't imagine phoned to being something someone would say there if they're in America. Ah, I found it.
I wouldn't say that. It could be passionate. It's just... it was more than that. It wasn't just sex like I had been with the other boys.
Yep, Simon was special. He was a special guy. I think we've all established that. And here we are, everyone. The very last video. Let's watch it together, shall we?
Yes. It was a cremation. For the best. We both wore black and had veils, so it was easy. And after the funeral, everyone came back to the house. I had served up sandwiches, and I stayed out of sight.
Aww. That's sad. But everyone, as you can see here, we have found everything. We found all of the things. There are no more things to be found, everyone. So with that, I'll log out. I thank you all for watching. I bid you all adieu. Thank you so much. I hope me looking up a walkthrough for things doesn't hurt any of your feelings. However, there's no way I could have devoted enough time to actually look for everything. As much time as this took with a list of answers sitting in front of me, I can't imagine how long it would have taken if I actually had to sit there and write down every single thing they said and try and do it like that. That would be ridiculous. But anyway, gameplay is over. My next video will be the finale, where I just review it and discuss the game and what my final thoughts on what happened in the plot will be. I'm going to research a little bit. I'm going to read through that game fact I found, the plot analysis, and see what they say, see what their thoughts on it, and then yeah, then I will have my next Let's Play after that, and hopefully it's one that you all will enjoy quite a lot. I think I'll have a good time with it. But anyway, we'll talk about that next time, and I will see you all there. Bye bye.